Hello, everyone, and welcome to Da Kings TV, your home for everything entertainment. Before you do any other thing, subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button. Also, hit the notification bell that is behind the subscribe button, that is the red bell button you can see. That is going to notify you of our fresh updates. To continue to be a part of this community, please engage with our content by dropping a comment or two. Like and share everything you see from our end. We will be glad you do.
Hey, what's up, fam? Welcome to another edition on this channel. Welcome back to another art edition, art session on the Kings TV. And never forget to like all videos on this channel, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and do not forget to click on the notification button too. Alright, so today I'll be giving us gist about the popular actor Olariwaju James, popularly known as Baba Ijesha. Yeah, since last year, the man has been on a case of defilement of an underage. I mean, the foster child of one of his friends, who is also an actress known as Princess. So last year, Baba Ijesha was in a situation, in fact, more or less I call it a situation, yeah, where we're said to have attempted a sexual assault on a 7-year-old girl and attempted assault too. Alright, so last year he was arraigned to court and released on bail. So now the case is still in court and they're moving. But now Baba Ijesha is back with a new claim, totally different from everything we've been hearing last year. So this time around, is telling the court that we were acting movie script. That was what he said. That was not my word. So Baba Ijesha said everything he did on that day, on the day he was arrested, was all acting. So on Friday, that was March 4, Baba Ijesha testified at the Ikeja Special Offense Court that the viral video was only a script. That all he did in that viral video with the minor was only a script. That everything he did was a script. So Baba Ijesha was led by his defense counsel in person of Dadawishika son. So he made the revelation while he was in court. He told the court that the friend of his, who is the foster mother of the child, in person of Miss Damlola Adekoya, she's a comedian and she's known as Princess. Alright, that Princess had called him earlier that day that she has a script, she has a movie she wanted him to act on, that it is an anti-rape. It is an anti-rape, like it's supposed to be for a movement against raping, rapists, and also he said the comedian called him and he had requested him to be part of the movie production. So he further told the court that he was even shocked when he saw like 8 men entered the place, that when he was beating up and all. It was like, it was surprising to him. Yeah, he said all those things were surprising, that everything that the judge was saying in that video was just acting. Let me quote him. He said, all those things we are seeing in that video is just acting. My lord, check my record when it comes to acting. I can kill myself and die for acting. She was the one directing and filming my angle. So according to Baba Ijesha's claim, he said the comedian called him, that there was a scene he was to act, and in that movie he was supposed to romance the girl, was supposed to act like it was kissing and licking her fingers. So that said, as he was doing those things, as acting it out, he was even whispering to the guy, saying, "Hey, do not look at the camera," and everything. That when they wanted to start, the princess told the guy, "You know everything we've talked about. Do not forget everything we talk about." That she said that princess told him that he could go into the kitchen as well, and told the little girl that, you remember everything I told you, so when I leave the room now. So princess said she's going to go into the kitchen. She now told the girl that the little girl, the minor, the victim in this situation, that she should not forget everything she has told her, and she should act out her role perfectly. So Baba Ijesha claimed, she said, the girl removed my shoe and I started acting my role. I romanced her based on the movie role Princess gave me. So as I was acting with the girl, kissing and licking her fingers, I was also whispering to her, "Hey, do not look at the camera." So that was what Baba Juja said. That was what happened. So while he was acting the scene, he said like 8 people suddenly saw 8 people enter the room, including Princess, and they started she started beating up the girl, saying that idiot, is that what I asked you to do? That the princess was telling the girl that Babasha said he thought it was part of the acting, and until one of the men gave him a blow and he thought they were amateur actors, because a violent act was not supposed to, like, violence was not supposed to be enacted, that it was not supposed to be enacted directly the movie on him rather. So the defense counsel, person of Dada, Mr. Dadala Shakim, actually presented the court with a printout of the WhatsApp message between Princess and the defendant, and it was admitted into evidence by Justice Oluwatoyin Taiwo. So the printout of the WhatsApp message back and forth between Baba Ijesha and Princess was collected as an evidence. So you were supposed to be acting as a lover boy, and the message showed that the message started April 19, 2021. So that was when she sent him the message. And actually when she sent him the message, Baba Ijesha said, the princess said, all he wanted him to do was help her with the movie, that and he wants people to know that he can also play, no matter all that she wanted him to surprise people that he can also play a Roman role, and that the story is about rape, and she wanted to tell the story in another dimension. So that before he entered the house, Princess met him at the balcony, that the movie production is supposed to be an anti-rape. Don't forget, I said that earlier, that the movie was supposed to be an anti-rape movie. It's supposed to be a campaign on the campaign against rape and everything. So now Baba Ijesha is facing a 6-count charge. Do not forget, burden on indecent treatment of a child, sexual assault, attempted sexual assault by penetration, and sexual assault by penetration. And do not forget that apart from all this, everything he did was with a minor. That is another offense. So when he presented all the things, blah 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 about the anti-child molestation, so Baba Ijesha was probed by Martins. So he was asked that why he was being beaten, that when he thought they were amateur actors, that those things were not supposed to be acted, right? That so why did he do all those things to the minor if it were really acting? But Baba Ijesha claimed that it was everything he did is acceptable. Wow, that everything he did was acceptable. I mean, he was supposed to just mimic a sexual assault on an underage, that it was just a movie script, it was just supposed to mimic it. But Baba Ijesha responded that the whole thing he acted was appropriate. I don't know what the yardstick of the appropriate was, but yeah, he claimed that it was appropriate. And Martins probed further. Dr. Babajide Martins, the Lagos State Director of Public Prosecution, so probed him further and asked that, okay, if it was actually script acting, so why didn't he inform the police at Sabo and Kwanti that it was acting when he was taken to this police station? But Baba Ijesha claimed that all those times that he was not himself, that after it was beaten, that the video released where he claimed that he actually did all those things, where he was apologizing, like where he claimed that he did those things, why? Because he was under pressure by Princess and the people around him, that he was very scared for his life, so he was under pressure and he couldn't do anything but do what they asked him. And all the statements that were released at the police station, that he didn't actually wrote any of those statements, he was under pressure, so that the statement was written for him, and all they told him to do was sign that. Princess brought the police officer, the person of Abigail, that all he did with the statement was just sign that they have access, that everything that was written, that was filed, that was the profile that was made in his sake, in his stead, was not written by him. That all the profile was because they had access to it, and that all his profile was on the internet, and they brought everything because Princess was a friend of his, and he had something going on with Princess. Yeah, he said so. He said he had something going on with Princess that he could not even say it, that he could not even talk because he was very distressed and he was under pressure at that time. So that was why he could not say anything at the police station at Banti and at Shabo. That was why he said that what because of the prayer and everything, that was why. So Princess told him to say, I love you. That Princess told him, I love you. So just tell me that 7 years ago you used your car key to this virgin the girl. So she told him to say that, and he said so that she will allow him to go if that the princess was gonna allow him to go if he said so, and he did that. The whole thing will be resolved. Never knew the whole thing, but right now the evidence in person of the WhatsApp text, the printout of the WhatsApp text has been admitted as evidence, and then the work is still going on. So right now, Justice Oluwatoyin Taiwo has adjourned the case until March 11 for continuation of the event. So as of March 11, Baba Ijesha will be presented to court again to continue his defense with the so-called message. So right now, as usual, we'll be keeping our fingers crossed to know what the outcome will be by March 11, what the stand of the court will be, whether he will be acquitted or not. So right now, we are waiting for the outcome of the case by March 11. Until then, don't forget to love you. Do not forget to subscribe, to like this video, and to share.